Hi guys, welcome back, and today I want to share with you some updates on my selection of the materials, right? So I have kind of like finalized on the countertop material. So as you know, countertop itself is kind of like the main component in a home, right? Because there are just so many activities that happen in your home is on the countertop, right? So it has to be really durable, it has to be long lasting, it should be looking good, right? And it can withstand those daily usage and stuff like that. And my family is not small, right? And there are like 6 people. We cook almost every single day, which is why I invested more time and more into really the research and into the budget as well. So what happened was that my wife and I make a trip to Cosentino, right? Cosentino a few days ago, right? To look and feel for the kind of like countertop materials and really to understand more. So Cosentino is a Spanish company that makes one of the highest quality and the most durable countertops material, right, in the whole world. So specifically, they are sintered stone, right? So like Decton, Southstone, and they also have like natural stone as well, which they branded as Senza. So the visit turned out to be better than expected, right? And we are being shown the full slab of the countertop, right? The full slab of the stone, right? So instead of looking at those small pieces or look at the photos online, right? You get to see the entire slab. So it gives you like better perspective, better view of how the grains will actually look like and how you can actually match up the colors properly. We also get to touch and feel the different textures, right? Like the sweat, polish, matte. Very interesting, right? You don't get to do that when you're researching online, right? So we also check out the integrated sinks as well, right? Sort of to confirm my research and exactly what I know. So very happy to know that my research is so far very, very accurate. And we also took this opportunity to really check out on the stock levels, right? So you know what's available to us so that we can actually finalize and choose correctly, right? If you are not aware, for like higher end material and products, they are always in very limited quantities. So you have to check what's available in your renovation period, right? If not, you have to indent, you have to order, which sometimes is not actually feasible because of the lead time, right? The lead time needed to actually fabricate and to ship those items to you. Right? So if you really want something very specific, then it's best that you start very early, order very early so that you got time to get those items that you specifically want. So you know what? Unfortunately, the kitchen integrated sink that I want, right, the color and the size that I shortlisted, they are not going to be available. So no choice, I have to go for stainless steel undermount sink as my second, backup choice, right? Which is also very good too, and it helps to save some money. So, but for the bathroom vanity sinks, yes, I will be getting those because those are in stock. So let me show you the shortlisted samples that we collected from Cosentino that we finalized. So for kitchen countertops, right, we are going for the highest quality one, Decton, right? Like I mentioned in the previous video, they are super hard, they are non-porous and super scratch resistant, right? The one that we shortlisted, the design is called RAM, right, which is this one, right? So it looks, which is subtle marble looking kind of like texture. What I really like is the grain texture. You can actually feel the grains, right? They printed in a way that you can feel the grain, so it actually feels like natural marble, right? The other one that we actually shortlisted, as a backup or a second choice will be this thing called Enzo, right? So it has hints of gold streaks, right? Super nice. The only thing is that it looks a little bit more busy than the RAM, right? So my dry kitchen island and my wet kitchen countertop will be this one, right? Will be the RAM, right? And also you remember that my feature wall, right? My TV feature wall is also marble as well, right? The guys in Cosentino and even like my ID, right, recommended me to use this one as well, right? This one for my feature wall. So very good idea, right? So Decton actually comes in various thickness. There are 4mm, 8mm, there are 20mm, a lot of different kind of like thickness. So it's very versatile. The thin ones you can use that as like feature walls. The thicker ones that you can be using that as the countertop. So very happy with what I have here. Right, so for bathroom vanity, right, then we are going for integrated sinks. Right, then Decton has no integrated sink because it is just too hard to be molded into sinks. Right, so the next best choice they have is called Southstone. Right, so we are going for the marble looking one called the Kalakata Gold, right, which is marble looking, right, very subtle gold streaks as well. Right, so you can see those very random gold streaks here and there. So super interesting, right? The texture looks very, very interesting. This one is in sweat, so it will look really very good for integrated sinks. Right, so for Southstone wise, they are super durable as well, right? They are easy to clean and they comes in various texture, right? Like the polished one, this one is the sweat one, which is like the matte texture, and there are many other colors, right? Like this one, the dark color ones, right? But the thing is that unlike Decton, right, it is not as heat resistant because it has so-called resin in it, right? And because of resin, high heat, right, high level of heat directly on the surface, right, can actually darken the resin, right, leaving a permanent like burn mark on the countertop, right, especially for white color like marble like that. Right, so Decton on the other hand has no resin at all, so something to note, right? So they don't burn. Right, the only problem with Decton, right, the disadvantage, right, as confirmed by the guys in Cosentino, is that its hardness, right? It's super hard, right? It's so hard that it becomes brittle, right? So the edges may chip, right? So the way to counter this is to use physics, right? So you create bevels, or you have rounded edges, right? Then the chipping will be less likely to occur, right? Less likely to happen, right? So of course, Decton is a very high quality material. For cost, right, Decton is definitely the more expensive material compared to the other sinter stone, like the other stuff, Caesar stone, Vulcan, right? But to me, I think this is good investment because my family is going to use it intensively almost every day, right? So if you are not a heavy user, you don't cook a lot, you're not so particular about countertop material, then you can consider other stuff, right? And then you can redirect your budget to other areas as well. So one thing I learned is that one big thing about renovation is how you allocate budget, right? Budget will never be enough. So you have to decide where you intend to spend more budget on. Right? Some people really like cozy bedrooms. They want the super rain shower, right? That's where they actually invest and flow more budget into those items. And for their kitchen and living room, right, they keep it very simple. Right, so some wants like marble flooring, right? It's going to cost a bomb, right? Others like powerful sound system, and they're okay with what, vinyl flooring is good enough for me. So you see, it's all about budget management and how you select your materials. So I hope you learned something new today, and make sure you follow me. So click on the subscribe button below, right, so that you don't miss out on any of my new videos. My unit will be waiting, is starting renovation soon, right? It's waiting to be, the rectification to be done by the BSC, and then proper renovation can then begin. So more exciting stuff coming up. Until next time, I will see you soon.